Legend in My Spare Time contains themes and subjects that may not be suitable for everyone listening. If you're easily offended, we suggest you get your podcast on elsewhere.
Legend in My Spare Time! Motherfucker!
Oh yes, welcome back to your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. It's your boy Leezy here. Just before we get into the show with me and your auntie Just Johnny, I wanted to make mention of two very quick things. Firstly, Friday, August the 31st. I know where you're all going to be. You're going to be in Pontypool, South Wales at the Pontypool Workmen's Club for a special event. That's right, me, myself, and I versus Cancer, a fundraiser for the Valindra Cancer Center, the very place where I received my own treatment last year. And every single penny of the £5 ticket goes directly to the Valindra. That's Friday, August the 31st, Matt Lees versus Cancer. Now, if you're not local but you still want to help out, you totally can. We set up a Just Giving page. It is in the show notes of this very podcast. You can visit that site and donate any amount because every single penny helps. Any single amount. However, if you donate £5, 5 sterling UK pounds, whatever those are worth these days, we will give a ticket to the local community, somebody who's a bit more hard up locally, or a member of the exclusive club that we are playing the show at, that I am playing the show at. That's Friday, August 31st, Matt Lees versus Cancer. If you want to help out, there's a Just Giving page. It's in the show notes. So do it, please, and thank you. It's coming up in a few months, and we'll keep hitting you with the advertisement before that happens. Now, something we forgot to make mention of, because Just Johnny and I go on this tangent playing this quote-unquote game that I came up with. But during our last episode, which was quite some time ago, that's when Uncle Dad Joke left us all in the lurch. But also, I believe we spent some time talking about U2 and talking about Bono, and I think the expression is triggered. I think we triggered somebody, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, one of our brother podcasts, the Buffet Boys. Make sure you check them out under hashtag Pod and Family, the Mogul Life Podcast Network. Check out the Buffet Boys. Now, it's hosted by Vic and Eb. Now, Vic and I go back and forth. We chat, and I think we triggered him, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to check out this thing that he sent me. He wasn't very happy. Let's see what Vic from the Buffet Boys had to say.
Yo, you know who it is. It's your favorite buffet boy, Vic, aka Kodak Brown. And I was listening to your boys' latest podcast, and I immediately started getting upset with the mere mention of the band U2. I think they're big pieces of shit, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Bono's name, his full nickname, is Bono Vox, which is a take of Bonavox, which means good voice. So just imagine you taking on a name of something you're moderately or pretty good at. So we're going to have to call Michael Jordan Flight. Oh, you got to call me Flight now because I'm really good at jumping. The fuck out of here. I'm not calling you that. Second of all, the guitarist's name is The Edge. Oh, I'm The Edge from U2. I'm The Edge. Fuck you. I ain't calling you The Edge. I'm going to find out your real name, and that's what I'm going to call you. I ain't gonna call you The Edge. Get the fuck out of here with that. Lastly, is something that you guys kind of touched on. Okay? You know, I know they do a lot of good philanthropy, and they do a lot for, you know, the places that really need it. But how about instead of asking you for £5, me for $5, and my cousin in Mexico for 5 pesos, how about they just donate one tour? How about they donate the entire proceeds to one tour? You know, 20 to, $50 million to, to solve war, hunger, or famine in different places of the world, or, malaria outbreaks. How about that? How about we do that, U2? How about we do that? Fuck you. I'm done with U2. They put their shit on iPhones without you even asking. Fuck you, U2. That's all I got. Yeah, keep up the good work, boys. And I'm out. Peace.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Vic from the Buffet Boys. Make sure you check them out wherever you get your podcasts. And, man, I like your podcast, and I completely agree with you. Fuck you, too. Not as in fuck YOUTOO, but fuck, the letter U. You know what I'm saying. Fuck those guys. The Edge. Yeah, Eric, whatever his real name is. I'm with you. Hey, folks, one more thing. We mentioned before, musician. That's me. The podcast was started as a musician. After speaking with very good friend JJ Hawkins, check him out at Mars Needs Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. He said, fuck yeah, I should throw some music out there. Fuck yeah, I should play some songs. If you're not down, there's a skip button. But every week, I'm going to include a song by me. So here we go. This is an original. It's called Hostile You. Then you got me and Just Johnny. Bye-bye.
Told you once before you're bothering me, and I told you times again stop talking to me, but you're relentless and I still can't believe you tried to ruin my rep. And I think it would be best you got to step in and stepped. Oh, but what can I do dealing with you when you're driving me so crazy? You, hostile you, spoil my day, please don't ruin my night now. You, hostile you, get out of my life. Yeah, you, hostile you, why don't you get a life? Why don't you get a life? Ba-da-da-da. Why don't you get a life? Ba-da-da-da. Well, I told you once before, stop making a fuss. Still you're making a fuss. And I told you times again, you're killing my buzz. Why you gotta kill my buzz? And I'm sure we'd all agree you're acting all wrong. I may not tell you to your face, but you'll get it in song. Also is what I do, dealing with you when you're driving me so crazy. You, hostile you, spoil my day, please don't ruin my night. Spoil my day, please don't ruin my night. Yeah, you can spoil my day, please don't ruin my night. Now you, hostile you. Bothering me.
Legend in my space motherfucker.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast, Legend in My Spare Time. That's right, bitch. We back. I say bitch singular because there's probably only one of you left listening. But we're still glad to be back. I'm here with the one, the only, Just Johnny in his house. Hi, Todd.
Hi, guys.
Are you excited to be back in the world of podcasting?
I am thrilled.
We've had so much excitement, we thought we just had to get back in the game.
So much, as long as you don't ask me what. Like
exactly.
Specifics, yeah.
Yeah. Well, folks, we had a month or two delay there due to some family medical illnesses on my part. Me Papa was not so well. He's doing much better, though, so we're now getting back into the land of the living. And not only that, we came up with a game for this week. So a little bit later, we're going to play a game. Make sure you follow us at Legend Podcast on Twitter and use the hashtag LIMST so that you can interact with us. And if you want to send us an email, it's legendinmypodcast@gmail.com.
Or dick pics.
Or dick pics, yeah.
You know.
I'll forward those on to Just Johnny. He's more than happy to have a look and make sure that, you're normal and that,
Or even if you're not, the better. The weird,
Yeah, you're
weird.
into it. You're into it.
But, play fair. It can't be Google, like out of the medical textbooks.
'Cause you'll know.
I'll know.
You'll know if it's a pre-made dick pic.
I've seen this in Grey's Anatomy, page 42, on venereal diseases.
So if you want to know, is this normal? What's this little bump? What's this little rash? Just Johnny's the expert, I think. You can help with that. And if
Yeah.
not, you'll know someone who can help.
I think we know someone who knows shit.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's very true. We've told you stories in the past of us working with dirtbags, have we not?
And then, yeah, there was...
Tell me this wonderful story about you going up to the doors the one day when they shut the doors on you with a bunch of dudes in this. It's called I don't know. We work in manufacturing, ladies and gentlemen, so we have things like dirty rooms and spray rooms and what. Basically, they're rooms that are closed off. They're probably ventilated very well for all the chemicals, et cetera, but they can also be used for something else that Just Johnny's going to tell us all about.
I think my curiosity as to why 3 dudes walking into this room was...
Right?
I think it was legit.
Uh-huh.
Basically, a few of the lads were having a bit of a push-up competition, and 3 guys walk in. I was like, oh, it's, I don't know what, Gary. Oh, it's Gary. It was Gary's turn.
Yeah. So we see guys hanging out. You think they're having a fucking push-up contest, and to be honest, if you see a bunch of dudes in our work disappear to go somewhere together, you probably want to go with them because something's going to happen. Something's going down.
You don't want to miss this.
That's right.
So I walks over thinking, oh, is it Gary's turn? Is it? Gets closer to the door, and then one of the boys, he's tall. He covers the little porthole in the door, the window.
Balmer, we can say who it was.
Yeah, so Balmer covers the door, and he's like, I was like,
fuck me.
Yeah, you give it that split second, think that he might just be trying to, I'm going to cover the door. Nah, okay, you just fucking come on in. But, he stays there, so I thought, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to overstep the mark. I back off.
Yep, fair enough.
I go back to my work.
Yep.
10, 20 minutes later then, he comes up and he says, I don't want you to take it personally what happened in the street, but that was nothing about you. It's a little bit of a private matter about Gary.
Private matter about Gary, even though there's fucking 6 of you in the room.
Right.
But anyway, yeah.
And I was like, oh, was it about what? Because he says that he might have a little bit of a, how to put this politely, knob rot, I think that's.
Let's just put it right out there. The guy at work thinks he has a fucking STD.
Yes. And our Obama, who loves a good cock.
Right.
He was like, I'll have a look at this and I'll let you know. And then, because you said we work with some weird people. Everyone else is like, oh yeah, I'll jump in. I'll have a look. Show me.
So yeah, they don't go to the doctor here in South Wales, folks. They show their buddies at work, apparently.
And as Obama, who does appreciate a nice cock, says, oh, it's terrible, mate. It's bad. You do not want to fucking see it. He's like, it's gnarly.
Do not go in there.
And I'm just like, for you to say that.
Right? Because he ain't scared of shit.
No.
He was the one fucking, when our boy Ace had a fucking hole in his ass, remember?
Yeah.
One of our friends at work had a big hole in his ass, and Bomber was not afraid to go and have a look at it all
He gloved it up, and he fucking, he put some cream on it and bandaged that fucker up, as a good mate should.
As you fucking would. So yeah, there's STDs running rampant at work, apparently.
Wow.
And now this Gary guy sometimes brings me paperwork to deal with, and after he hands it to me, I'm like, do I need to wash my hands now? Like,
he comes up sometimes, and I'm just there like, don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch anything near me.
No.
With your, did they describe it to you? What did it look like?
I think it was genital warts, and it was black spots, but not little ones, not like, not like paint splats. It was big black fucking spots, and then he put cream on it, which kind of made them go, because I think they were red first. He put the cream on it to kill them, which made them go black.
Oh no!
And it started, yeah.
And did he go to a doctor?
I think he might have went to the doctor after they said, "Dude, you got to go to the doctor."
After the 6 guys at work had a look.
Yeah, and then gave him a cream. And normally I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to see that, but I don't know. Part of me's thinking, I know, I'd leave this one out.
Yeah. Imagine if you would have gone in. You might have had bad dreams.
I don't think I would have touched myself for a long time.
Oh, come on. Don't be that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Don't exaggerate that much, my friend. Well, that's the work experience that we've been having, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fucking unreal. Because it's the same old shit, but goddamn do we work with some maniacs. For example, the aforementioned Ace disappeared today. Completely gone. And I thought, oh, that's strange. Now, Ace, I'm good buddies with Ace's son, Finn. And I thought earlier in the week, Finn had a bit of a flu, and Ace went home to look after him. So I thought, oh fuck, I hope Finn boy's all right. So I'm looking around, going, yo, where's Ace? I hope everything's okay. And Outlet, we all know Outlet, our coworker, he says, he had a bit of a bit of an accident. And I was like, fuck, is he all right? Because, again, work, scalpel, glues,
Yeah,
hot guns. You hear accident, you think, is he okay?
Heavy fucking stuff as well.
Yeah. Turns out our boy Ace had to leave work today because he shit his pants. Fucking amazing. And this isn't a euphemism. This isn't a metaphor for something else, anything different. No. Our man shit his pants.
It's not like one of them,
Yep, and,
So,
and Balmer, like you said, Balmer's a good friend. He's always there to help. Balmer said, bro, I got to change your clothes in the van. We can hook you right up. And apparently, there was too much mess. And poor Ace had to get home. So apparently, he threw his clothes away and drove home in just his underwear.
But again, like, isn't his underwear going to be covered in shit?
And like, how did you get shit everywhere?
How did you get shit everywhere but not on your underwear? Like, unless he didn't, took them off in work thinking, I don't know.
Unless knowing him, he may have driven home naked. Let's be honest.
With, maybe just a glove.
I mean, because if I was hung like him, I'd probably drive home naked. Because you wouldn't be worried about it, would you?
No.
Jeez. Anyway, folks, that's our inside jokes. That's our stories that's been happening around us lately. Other than that, there's, it's been a big month for nerds. There's been multiple podcasts talking about Infinity War. Every podcast has done it. Every podcast has reviewed it. Every podcast has talked about it. So you don't need us to talk about it. But I thought a portion of it that we could talk about was because you and I went together.
Yes,
to see the film. And I thought rather than review the movie, in one word, I thought it was great. But again, you can do that in depth. Everyone's done it. Everyone's talked about it in depth and given you the spoilers and the cameos and the fucking secrets.
The fucking
You don't need
Easter
that
eggs.
from us. I thought you and I could just review our experience at the movies. Because, again, I always hear people say the biggest problem with the movies is the other fucking people. And my goodness, did these other people try to ruin this experience for us? Am I right? If you remember, we had Captain Mobile Phone to the left. We had Chewie and Chewie on the right who were crankling their papers the whole time. And then we had the couple beside you that kept talking. And then, of course, you get in there, you sit down, you're excited for the movie. One of us ate a space cake. And we'll get back to that in a moment. So we sit down for our seats, and I've got the space cake.
Yeah, because who's going to buy, straight edge,
Straight edge. So I got the space cake. And to be honest, I've had it a little while. And I gave some to an old friend at work who, when he ate it on the weekend in his own time, he told me that he was pretty fucked up.
But then you being a bigger man were thinking, fuck you, I got better tolerance. So
my tolerance is sky high, bitches. I can handle this fucking shit. So, I ate 2/3 of the thing. The movie has started. The lights have gone down. Cap and fucking Doctor Strange are mouthing off to each other. Or Iron Man. And I eat 2/3 of it, and then I'm just holding this last little piece. And I'm thinking, this last little piece ain't going to do enough for nobody, so it's going to be wasted. I might as well just eat it now. So I ate it. Crumpled it up. Just John said, good luck. And then we continued to watch the movie, which was great because the people beside Just John did not shut the fuck up. But instead of saying something, you kind of did what I do sometimes, which is just the...
or the
it's
the loud sigh.
Yeah. Nobody wants to listen to you talk through the fucking movie.
I didn't pay $5-10 to fucking listen to you.
And when the fucking pre-announcement says no talking and no mobile phones, he's talking to you. And the guy beside me on his fucking phone, you do the whole slip it out of your pocket and just have a sneaky peek. No. This motherfucker was lifting it to eye level, brightness on full, and opening it every time to look at these messages. And sure, you should try to get over it and just enjoy your own experience, but it completely takes you out of it.
One of those
completely
things
ruins it.
I was just there thinking, no, don't say anything. Don't kick off. And then at the end, we were like, fuck it, we should have just kicked off.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Because we were probably both sitting there irritated, and fuck me, people drive me crazy because they don't think for a moment about anybody else. And I don't understand, never in my life, for any TV show, movie, or anything where I've been having a snack, have I eaten for the entire duration.
What you do, like a normal fucking person, you open your sweets in the trailers or the ads.
Right, you get everything laid out and ready to go.
It gives you a little fucking table, a rotating table. Boom, it's there. You point all the fucking openings towards you.
But no, what you get for the entirety of the movie is this. Because again, even if it's not you or me, it's always somebody's turn to reach into the massive bag and fucking do this. So the whole time we're watching Infinity Wars, we're listening to this. And then the space cake starts to kick in, which is, ladies and gentlemen, you allegedly may or may not know that heightens all your senses. So now instead of this, what I'm hearing is this. And it's the ignorance, man. It's the fact, like, if I did that, because you may remember, when I finished my space cake, I rolled up the tin foil and I threw it in my Starbucks cup. And it went boom, and it was super loud. And immediately I was embarrassed and I thought, fuck, that was loud, sorry. But other people don't even consider that. They're talking, they're eating, they're chewing. Like, I don't need to hear you chew in the movie theater, motherfucker. If I can hear you chewing over the movie, you're chewing too loud.
Yeah.
So it almost ruins. This is why the wife and I tend to go, as you've now been joining us, like 9 a.m. on a fucking Sunday when there's no fucker in there. Like when we saw Solo. What were there, like 10 people?
Yeah, if that.
And even there was people talking. You're like, really, motherfucker? You got up at 9 in the morning to come and see the first showing of Solo today and you're fucking talking through it? Oh, dude. I'm getting closer and closer to wanting to become a fucking hermit and just fucking not leaving the house because people drive me fucking nuts.
Given that everything can be ordered, delivered, fuck, Amazon Prime, get it by the next day. You know,
right?
So much shit, like, give it another couple of months or something when they can get fucking drones that, like, we can deliver it to you within 2 hours.
Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, it'd be hard for those kind of people that shop after having cakes.
Oh my
because
God.
Then all of a sudden you'd have, like, and you'd open the door and be like, who the fuck ordered 500 gummy bears? Oh, I did. An hour ago.
Or you just hear, like, a fucking whirring noise and like a push outside. And you're like, what the fuck is that? There's aliens!
Call the police!
And then, like, there's just fucking... could you imagine, like,
Sorry,
in a legal
officer.
state if they fucking delivered?
Ooh.
You could get shit delivered to you whilst fucking high.
Yeah, I know. So that's, I ate the space cake, and I'm doing the whole... Those of you in the know will know.
No.
That you get to a point where you sit there going, this didn't even touch me. I'm not high. I'm not baked. Fuck this. And of course, hindsight, when you look back on these situations, if you're sitting there going, am I high? Trust me, you're high. So I'm watching the movie and I'm doing the whole like, is this the scene when he does this? What scene was it where? Because I'd already seen it once, as did you. We'd seen it once and we went for a second viewing. So I'm sitting there thinking my way through it. And when you're having that much internal dialogue, you're high as a motherfucker. So movie ends. This time we didn't have to sit through the post credits because we were like, we fucking saw this already. To which I think we were both kind of hoping that some dickhead would go, "Hey, you guys are going to miss the post credit sequence," and then we both were going to go, "Nick Fury dies, fuck you!" Spoiler alert, everyone. Fuck it. Honestly, if you haven't seen Infinity Wars by now, you don't care that much.
Yeah.
Here's your spoiler: every fucker dies.
Yeah, and you see some fucking random pager that sets up
for Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Now, we were kind of hoping some guy would go, you're going to miss the post credits, and so we could go, shut the fuck up, you fucking nerd.
In hindsight now, shoulda, woulda, coulda, all the fucking people talking and stuff, like, could have just in there say, dude, should we just go? But just spoil it.
Yeah,
walk up to him and be like, everyone dies, he succeeds, fuck you all.
Yep. Next time, try to shut the fuck up in the movies. That would have been brill. But we can't do that, because then we're those people.
But then, like, is it wrong? I mean, think about it. We wouldn't be the annoying fucking bastards that talk and fucking disrupt other people, so it wouldn't happen to us. But, I mean, don't you kind of deserve it? Isn't this karma to a degree?
I mean, if you've been on your phone the whole time, you don't really care that much about this movie, so if I ruin it for you, fuck you.
No, and I don't understand, if you're there with kids, but these were, like, a couple of grown-ups.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when... if you say, there's a wrestling, do you want to come over and watch the wrestling? You know the answer's going to be no.
Right.
So you don't even bother asking me.
Right.
So but like, if it's a case of, do you want to come to the cinema, we're going to go watch this film. If I'm not into the film, why the fuck would I come?
Right.
Why not just be like, oh no, I can just save my money. And like, you're going to go, I can come for food, like if you're going to go before or after. I can just skip the movie bit.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be talking anyway, in theory.
In theory. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, shut the fuck up in the movies, will you?
Cock.
God damn.
Suckers.
It's not new information anymore. Nobody wants to fucking listen to you. And on that note, not to fucking harp on for the fucking public, but here's my other beef.
Nobody wants to listen to you. Now listen to us.
When kids are fucking screaming, what I don't want to listen to is the parent then in turn screaming at the kid. Shut up! Nobody wants to listen to you! I'm like, bitch, take your own fucking advice. God damn! I fucking hate the general public. Fuck! But that's not new news. So anyway, we get the movie's over. We start to leave. And I am literally having to think my process through. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Man, I hope I don't bump into anyone I know. Because as Joe Rogan would say, I was higher than Jesus on the space shuttle. I was fucked up. And this was all from a space cake magic brownie that some alleged hoodlums made.
Hoodlums.
And good Lord. And you know how high my tolerance is. Many of our listeners know how high my tolerance is.
I think
God
it wasn't until
damn.
you got out of the car and I like looked at you face to face and I was like, dude, you're fucked.
Yeah. And
You're like, I am.
I know, and you'd never seen me like that. And
No.
you lived with me practically for a year. And he's like, I've never seen you so mad. I was fucked
You
up.
used to have buckets for breakfast and
Buckets
still
for
and look,
breakfast.
like you'd be normal.
Normal.
You'd be like, let's go, motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
your eyes
yeah.
are so red.
I know, but I was mangled. And I was doing the whole don't look at anyone. Just look at the ground, get to the car, sit down in the car. And I remember you and I were discussing stuff, but I had no idea what the fuck we were doing or what I was saying or anything. I was just like... And then I got into the house, lay on the sofa, and they woke up when Rachel got home.
And wait, what time
And she
is
walks
it?
in the house, and I'm like, no more edibles! And she's like, what? And I was like, no more edibles ever! And she's like, no one... All right, fine. I was like, no more! She's like, okay, you don't have to have edibles. I was like, I said no! No more edibles! I mean, it's been a while now. I've had time to relax. I may try it again. I would just eat less this time.
It's kind of like the whole, like, I said I'm not drinking anymore.
Right? When you wake up the next day going, I'm never drinking again. I probably will try an edible again, but I won't eat the whole fucking thing next time.
Speaking of
Moderation,
those
ladies and
hoodlums,
gentlemen.
Allegedly, I was going to say not me. There is a recipe or two on the internet for making, like, hard-boiled sweets with it in, out of butter. So if these hoodlums could have that recipe and...
Yeah. They could do that, these dirty hoodlums, allegedly. I know that we had a birthday the other day, and a gentleman brought in cakes and cookies for his birthday, and he told me that he did consider putting in like one or two fucking
Like a lot of
space cakes.
just to be sealed
Yeah,
out.
yeah. That'd be fucking incredible. Wouldn't be the first time that a few people at work were mangled. Just putting it out there. Allegedly, again, this whole thing's fictional. We made all this up.
Yeah, oh shit! Yeah, just in case.
Just in case anyone's listening, you know. So there we have it. That's our week. We've seen that one, Infinity War. We've seen Solo.
Deadpool.
We saw Deadpool, which was great as well.
I fucking loved
What
it.
I liked about Deadpool 2 was it was an exact continuation from Deadpool 1. You could watch them back to back and it'd be one film.
And not only that, like it wouldn't be too much.
No, I think the violence gets a bit much.
Yeah, but you've
By the
never
end,
never been
but-
a big violence person, have you?
Exactly, but that's what you're going to get when you go see Deadpool. That's what you expect. So we enjoyed them. There's some good movies out there right now. And speaking of movies, I made up a game for us to play.
Is it the movie game?
We're going to call it the movie game. Ladies and gentlemen, here in my hat, my replica Riverdale hat. You wouldn't get that. It's from Jughead from Riverdale. I've put in some movie titles. I've put them all on pieces of paper, and I've cut them out. And we're going to play a game that right now we're going to call High or Lower or whatever. Irrelevant what the title is. Somebody will come up with our name. Here's the idea. Just John is going to... Well, one of us is going to go first. We're going to pick a movie title out of this hat.
Gross movies?
Gross movies?
Because gross profit, you know.
Gross movies, gross. But then Uncle Joey will think we're talking to him. What's up, cocksucker?
You thought we forgot about you.
Yep. So we're going to pull a movie title out.
Kickity.
We're then going to look up what the box office was for that movie. Followed by, we're then going to basically vote higher or lower. So if I pull out the movie title, it'll be on Just John to guess if the second movie is higher or lower than the first one. Yeah, we'll get there as we explain it. So do you want to take the first one?
So is this just setting the
This
bar?
is just to set... Yeah, this is to start us. This is the opening. So the movie we're going to start with is...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right, so Guardians of the Galaxy. That's our start. So what we do then is we pull up the box office for Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, just for fun, do you want to try to guess?
I definitely know it's high. I'm going to go with 758 million. Is this going to be the opening weekend or total gross?
Total gross, as according to
date.
IMDb. Yeah, to date, as according to IMDb. Which will be hard for a couple of the newer movies still playing, but it doesn't really matter. So, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'll go with... Fuck.
It has an 8.1 score on IMDb.
I'm going to say 850 million.
850 million.
Total, like, obviously total.
Yeah. Worldwide.
Yeah. There's got to be... Or should we just do opening weekends?
We're going to do it, whatever this website breaks it down to. How about that? All-time worldwide box offices. Perfect.
Oh my god, there we go.
Okay, so Guardians
of the
All right, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume number 1.
fuck.
Lifetime gross, and they do opening as well. So we could kind of do, we could do lifetime, we could do opening. We can pick right now though. Let's just, what do we want to do?
Fuck it. We started with Lifetime.
Lifetime,
I think
okay.
I think this is a much bigger fucking.
Lifetime gross. Guardians of the Galaxy 333,176,000. And that's as of time of record, June the 1st. So Guardians of the Galaxy 333 million.
I forgot what I said. I said 980, didn't I?
Yeah. So
Oh.
that's not so bad. So now what we do is I'm going to pull the next movie title out, which is ooh,
X-Men.
for fucking fanboy Logan over here. X-Men. So this might be a bit easy here, but X-Men. Do you think X-Men made more or less in the theaters than Guardian of the Galaxy's 333 million?
I'm going to say definitely less.
Definitely less. Okay. X-Men 157. So you are correct. That's shite.
That's fucking shite.
Those movies were shite. I'm sorry to say.
No, they were. I agree with you.
All right, so that's 1 point for you, buddy. Well done. Pick the next movie. So we've gone from, now we're at X-Men. So X-Men with its 157, okay? Sorry, I was wrong. X-Men is 296 worldwide. It still loses, but 296 because it says here domestic, foreign, worldwide. We're going to go worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay, so 296 was X-Men. What's the next movie?
The next one, I'm going to just preempt to say that it's definitely going to be bigger. It's Avatar.
Avatar. Okay.
No, I'm assuming you mean Avatar with the blue aliens, not with the fucking...
That's right. Yeah.
Not with the one that doesn't quite gel in Britain because Bender implies homosexual.
Yes. So that's mine. That's my guess, right?
Did you ever watch the Avatar: The Last Airbender in the cinema?
No.
There's a bit where, obviously, the premise is you can like manipulate elements: water, air, fire, and earth.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one tribe of water element manipulators, and the grandmother says to the girls, like, "We knew you'd be a bender since birth." Everyone in the cinema just fucking pissed themselves.
Funny words like that.
Does not translate.
Yeah. So we've gone X-Men, and now we're trying to guess if Avatar made more or less than 296 worldwide.
Easy. I'm going to say it broke $1 billion. I know. We're not trying to guess.
I'm going to agree with you. Avatar worldwide, 760 million.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's what it says right by you, I bet.
Right, but yeah, I thought that would have fucking ruined.
Oh, see, we did it again. Domestic, foreign, worldwide, 2,787,000,000. That sounds more accurate. So, pretty much no matter what movie you pick out of here now, you would think is going to be less. So we've traveled Guardians to X-Men to Avatar. We're currently sitting at $2,787,000,000 for Avatar's lifetime gross.
Although,
and just Johnny pulled. Although
The Little Mermaid.
Ooh, Little.
I suppose like this price is for cinema box office. This probably doesn't include DVDs, does it?
It's going to tell me just worldwide. So let's see. Little Mermaid. What's your prediction? I'm guessing less.
Oh yeah, lower definitely. I'm gonna go like I know we're not playing the price, but
you can name it. Ooh, it did better than I thought it would have.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm gonna go 240 million.
Ooh, 211 million. Nice. Not far. So that's a less, but I mean it's still, So Little Mermaid made 200. That's crazy because that came out
Years ago.
Release date November 17th, 1989. So when you think like, I know it doesn't do it on here, but when you compare like their money to today's money, right? Because isn't that why like E.T. is still one of the highest grossing movies ever? Because
The inflation.
right, because if you inflate it, it would have made fucking, or Titanic or something. Anyway, so Little Mermaid with a $211 million worldwide box office. That's fucking cray-cray.
I don't think it does it so much now, but I think that's also why people release the film a day early, so you can release...
Because you get 4 days of credit instead of 3.
Same with 3D. It's a case of...
Charging extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh no, we made more. I'm like, did you though?
Yeah. All right, I've now picked Avengers Assemble. Now, that's the first Avengers movie for you international listeners, because here it was called Avengers Assemble.
Definitely higher. I'm going to go
The
with like...
211 worldwide, yeah?
211. I'm going to go with like 750.
All right, 750 mil. Let's have a
Yeah.
look. Marvel's The Avengers. Worldwide. Ooh, what did you say? 250?
I said 750.
$1,518,000,000. And this is boxofficemojo.com before anyone yells at us that we got it wrong. But worldwide gross, $1,518,000,000. Good Lord.
Could you imagine, like, even if you say, like, I'll have 1% of that, 1% is like 15 mil.
Fuck.
If my maths is, or 150
We're in the wrong
mil.
business. Avengers Assemble, $1,518,000,000. Let's see what happens next. Let's see where we go from here.
Ooh, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. Okay. So, I mean, if it was Park, because Jurassic Park's one of the highest grossing ever. Now, Jurassic World, timely because the new one comes out this weekend. Do you think that's going to be higher or lower than the Avengers Assemble worldwide box office?
I'm going to say lower, but
Ooh, it's close.
I was just about to say wouldn't be.
Ooh, it's close. What was
I'm going
Avengers?
to say $1 billion. 1.5 billion.
Jurassic World?
I'm going to say
1.6 billion.
it beat them.
Yes, look at that.
What?
So worldwide box office, domestic, so in the States, 652 million, but foreign, it made over $1 billion. So 1,671,000,000. So that means Jurassic World theatrically beat fucking Avengers. I would not have fucking thought that.
No, I
If
wouldn't.
we were predicting, I never would have predicted that movie beat that movie.
It's crazy.
Okay, next up, Return of the Jedi. So remember, we've come from 1.6 billion for Jurassic World, and now we're going all the way back to Return of the Jedi. What do you think, man?
I'm going to say.
I'd be surprised if it was $1 billion.
Yeah, I don't think it's $1 billion. I think it's less. But I reckon it's going to be close because it was the third.
Ooh. I know you can't see the screen yet, but I'm surprised. Surprised by this number.
Fuck, in other words, then
Worldwide box office for Return of the Jedi. Again, it was the 80s or the late 70s, whatever, but
I'm going to say higher. No, wait.
higher than a 1.6 billion?
I'm going to say lower. I'm going to say it's like 1.1.
All right, well, worldwide,
Oh.
475 million.
Damn.
I mean-
I was right with lower, but
I mean, that ain't pennies, you know what I'm saying? But I'm surprised. But again, release date 1983, May 25th.
83. Jeez.
Yeah. Total lifetime grosses now, 475 million. That's surprising, isn't it?
It is, especially given the time that it came out. And, like, you know that cinema tickets probably cost, like, what, 20 cents or something? If, like,
Yeah.
nothing.
So you had Return of the Jedi. And now, ready, ladies and gentlemen? We go from Return of the Jedi to the cult classic, Half-Baked.
I'm not going to lie.
See, now I don't know. See, if we were in the billions of Jurassic World, I would go, well, Jurassic World would have fucking smoked Half-Baked. But I don't know if Half-Baked would have made, because it was a fucking cult classic on DVD or tape after.
But then, does this include DVD? Because
No, it doesn't say that. It just says
I'm
domestic.
definitely going to say lower.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if it broke 200 mil. 150, maybe.
Yeah, well, this only gives you... So I guess this movie, according to this, did not have an international theatrical release.
Shit.
So Half-Baked, domestic total gross, 17 million.
That's nothing.
That's really... But I mean, if you Half-Baked makes 17, but Return of the Jedi only made 400, so it's like...
What do you mean only?
I know.
400
Even this one only made 17 million. But I am surprised at 17 million for Half-Baked.
Because you can guarantee that film didn't cost more than a couple of mil.
Right? It's probably their weed budget cost them the most. Half-Baked, then. So we're at 17 million for Half-Baked. Next movie on the list is... Drumroll.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Ooh, what a way to go. Half-Baked to Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so Half-Baked was released January 16th, 1998, and it made 17 million worldwide. Next up, Dumb and Dumber. So, Mr. John, Dumb and Dumber? More?
Definitely higher.
You think
I'm
definitely
gonna
higher?
go around about the 200 million. I'm going to say this obviously went what's the word, foreign. I'm going to go for 200 mil.
Okay.
Definitely.
Dumb and Dumber. Worldwide. Ooh. Domestic total gross. Worldwide total gross, 247
Million?
million, 275,000. So 247 million for Dumb and Dumber worldwide, which domestically in the States was 127 million of that. So that's like, just out of curiosity, that's 247 for Dumb and Dumber. They did a terrible sequel. Let's have a look what the sequel made.
Like, apparently the main reason that companies spit out fucking sequels and prequels and fucking spin-offs is because, let's just say Ghostbusters. When Ghostbusters first came out, no one knew that it was going to be big.
No.
It's a case of, like, I got an idea, group of people get together, go surreal, and, they just got to save the day. And you're like, I guarantee these people being like, dude, that's not going to fucking fly.
Yeah.
And obviously, it did really well. It was huge. The second one was good, and then recently because they made a third one. Now, apparently, the reason they do this is because the audience is already there. Like, everyone knows the story. You don't really have to fill it. So, you can make it. So you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to earn your capital back.
Because the second one was the prequel, which didn't have Jim Carrey or Jeff Daniels, so a much cheaper budget.
Oh, we're talking about
you
Dumb
would
and Dumber. I was talking about Ghostbusters.
Yeah, still same, but 169 million was for Dumb and Dumber 2.
The one that didn't have them. But that's the thing. Like
that's the one that did. The third one technically.
Oh, the third one didn't.
Came out in 2014, and it made 169 mil. So you're right. It was that pre-in audience.
The audience is already there. You expect more of the same. But I imagine a lot of the people that go watch it initially, you'll be like, yeah, shit, I wouldn't bother. And that's probably why I killed it. But think about it. There's no way that costs more than, say, what?
Couple mil?
10 maximum
depending
to make?
on their salary, yeah.
You know, and it's...
Well, Dumb and Dumber then. Next, from Dumb and Dumber, we go to Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Now, I don't think this one did too well in the theaters.
I don't think it did, because it was a while ago, and it was one of them, it's cult classics. I'm gonna go with 200 mil just over again. So, what was Dumb and Dumber? 247, wasn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna say higher.
Okay, higher, he says, and total... No. 38
Shit.
mil.
But that's domestic only. It didn't.
Yeah, it seems like it didn't get. So released July 19th, 1991. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, domestic total gross of 38 million. So that's a
that
lower.
Only just doubled Half Baked.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that as a kid. I don't know if it was in the cinema, but
Well, that's another one, like you said. The audience is already in, so a lot of people would have probably gone opening weekend and then realized this isn't as good. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey leads us into
The Kingsman.
Kingsman. All righty.
I reckon this is way fucking higher. Obviously,
So 38 mil for Bill and Ted.
I'm gonna go with like 650 mil. Again, I know the number's not important, but I'm definitely gonna. I think there's no space in between Kingsman.
Yeah, it didn't go the first time either.
Just put. Maybe there's no the
Kingsmen.
man.
Kingsman.
Yeah, it's Kingsman, but it said Kingsman.
Right.
Because,
the Secret
English.
Service is the first one, yeah?
Yes.
Wow, worldwide, 414 million. So fucking busting. That was a good movie. The second one wasn't as good.
No.
But the first one is really good. Kingsman, the Secret Service, to worldwide gross 414 million. Released in 2015.
Although for the people that have seen the second one and understand the Statesman, it's actually a real whiskey company. And they did make a special edition Kingsman or Statesman.
Did they?
Old Forester, sorry. Old Forester's a whiskey company, and they made a Statesman whiskey from the movie. I don't know if it's if it existed before the film, and it was just coincidence, but I haven't bought it yet, but it's on my to-buy list.
Well, The Kingsman, and I've just drawn out one of my favorites ever, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I thought it was...
Now, anytime we do any kind of game like this, if there's one where Michael Bay did a version, I do not mean the Michael Bay version.
You're going original.
Always, if there's a choice, because fuck Michael Bay. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which still fucking holds up. I don't know when the last time you watched it.
The rubber mask.
Listen, I don't know if you watched it recently. Still holds up. Because at least you're looking at it going, that's not CGI, that's a turtle. Yes, it's an Asian man in a suit. And there are a couple scenes, because obviously back then they didn't really think about 60-inch 4K televisions. There are now scenes in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where you can see their fucking, like, they do a laugh, and you can see the guy inside the suit. Now, the Comic-Con host in me doesn't really see anything in that because I see costumes all the time. But I remember that when Rachel was like, what was that? And I was like, what? And we were around it, and there's the dude's face inside the turtle's mouth. But anyway, look, I have a feeling this is going to lose. So, Kingsman was 414 million. So I would
definitely say this is lower.
I want to say higher, but do you really think
I don't think this broke 100. I'm going to say 60, 70 mil. Just because of how old it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You just don't know, do you? All right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When did it come out? 1990. March the 30th, 1990. Total worldwide gross of 201 million. That's pretty good. That's higher than I was thinking.
Phenomenal,
especially for the 90s. Production budget. Oh, it even tells you. That's really cool. Production budget of 13 million, and it brings in 201 worldwide.
So that 13 million, is that the total cost of like
that's what? Yeah,
the overhead,
it just
like
says
salary?
Yeah,
like,
I think so. Yeah, it says production budget. So I imagine.
Motherfucker, why aren't we in this business?
And did you see here from 1990? Even though it says denotes minor role, the main actor listed, Sam Rockwell.
No way. Oh wait,
wasn't
he?
Kids? Yeah, he's a really young kid in it.
Fuck, what's it called? The Foot Clan. Is he?
Yeah, I'm sure he's only in it for 5-10 minutes, but he's one of the Foot Clan.
Damn.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990. Honestly, one of my favorite movies ever. The second one,
Was the second one when they actually create the
second one was
Bebop
the
and-
Secret of the Ooze, I think so. And then the third one,
pig monster?
the third one, they traveled through time, and that was some bullshit.
I haven't watched these since I was
Honestly,
a
the
kid.
first one, I think the first one still holds up. Check it out when you're next legally acquiring stuff.
To watch list.
Next up, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles released in 1990 with 201 million worldwide.
Whoa, I've got a cult classic.
All right,
8 Mile.
8 Mile. Ooh,
Is it cult classic? It's not cult. Is it really a cult classic? So I mean, like everyone knows it, and it's done well since it hit the.
I just remember it being huge. Like everyone that I knew was going to see it.
I'm gonna say it's more than 200 mil.
It's got to be right. It's
No,
much newer than that.
I don't think it broke 3.
So it released in 2002, November the 8th, with a worldwide budget. What did you say?
I say it's higher,
Yeah.
but I don't think it broke 300 mil.
242,875 with a production budget of 41 million. Now a lot of that budget I bet went to the music because like the samples for the songs they used and shit. But fuck me. So 8 Mile cost 41 million.
Think
and
how
made
much
240.
fucking,
So basically 200 million profit.
Yeah, and think how much money he made on album sales.
It's insane.
Mother.
But when you watch 8 Mile, when was the last time you watched 8 Mile?
Years.
Do you
years
see
ago.
fucking? I don't see 41 million in that movie when I watch it. I mean, what do I know? Don't get me wrong, but still, 8 Mile comes in with 242 million. This is just a bit of fun. We stopped keeping count.
Yeah, after point 1.
It's just a bit of fun. Next, I've got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. See, if we want to do this game in the future, what we could do is like lump them into like superheroes, sports movies, action movies, dramas, and just kind of have some fun. All right, so 8 Mile, 242 million worldwide. As much as I love Harry, baby, I don't think Indiana Jones beat that. What do you think? 240 million.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say it did. I'm gonna go. I don't think it broke 350. I think it give or take. I'm gonna say it's around about the 300.
All right.
Give or take, say 50. Either
It
way.
was released May the 23rd, 1984.
84.
It had a production budget of 28 million back in the
Fucking
80s.
hell.
And it total worldwide gross 333 million.
Jeez.
And just for fun, opening weekend was $25 million.
Back then they were like, dude,
I know.
we've recouped our fucking money, even if it
Yeah,
does
that's
nothing.
right. Yeah, 28 million budget, and on the first weekend they made 25, so they were almost there already. All right, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom leads us into
I got blank.
a blank
No, I
one.
haven't. I got Jaws.
Ooh, Spielberg to Spielberg. Interesting.
I reckon Jaws.
You think?
Ooh.
So
I was gonna say Jaws 1, but then with Indiana you already had it set up, didn't you? Because that was the second Indiana, wasn't it?
yes, it was. So Jaws, which was released 75, Spielberg's first movie, so he wasn't.
I'm gonna
in
say
anyone yet.
less because it's less than 340. I'm gonna say less.
Ooh, production budget $7 million. Release date June 20th, 1975. Worldwide, 470 million
God damn.
in fucking 70s money. Opening weekend, what did it say here? It says limited opening weekend 7 million, wide opening weekend another 6 million. So again, I mean, and its widest release. This is an interesting website. It was in 675 theaters at its height. And it made a total of 470. That's crazy for Jaws. I never would have thought Jaws made that much.
Again, I thought it might be one of those films that never really translated. Not so much didn't translate, but like everyone saw it, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's an interesting one then. We go from Jaws
Uh,
to 50 Shades of Grey.
what was Jaws again? 400.
470.
I hate to say this, but I think 50 Shades beat it.
Me too. I do.
'Cause-
Let's have a look.
Fucking. Even though the 50 Shades have been slated by the BDSM community because it doesn't accurately portray that community.
Yeah.
And the woman that wrote it used to write fucking Twilight fan fiction.
Wasn't it a Twilight fan fiction originally? She
Yeah.
changed some of the characters around or something?
Yeah.
I'm sure I heard that.
But that's the thing. It's like I can't remember. I think I might saw it on Reddit. Someone posted a couple of random chapters, and it's like it's grammatically poor. And
Yeah.
for even
Yeah,
me
yeah.
to look at that and be like,
You spelled it wrong.
Fuck.
You did this wrong. Yeah,
I can write better than that.
Yeah.
And I know everyone says that, but come on. Literally go into any bookstore, turn to a random page, and just start reading.
Well,
I'm saying higher than 470.
director Sam Taylor Johnson released his film on February the 13th, 2015 with a budget of $40 million. Worldwide gross, 571. 571
Half
million.
a billion. Just
That's a
over.
lot of lonely women.
It doesn't have to be lonely. It could just be unsatisfied women.
Right? $571 million for that piece of shit. It's funny when you're going to look at this whole list, and like so far the top one is what, 50 Shades and Guardians? Like, it's embarrassing. Go for it. Go for it, my friend. 50 Shades of Grey leads us to...
This Back to the Future 3.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to admit it, but...
I don't think it did as much.
Definitely less, right? Gotta be. No way, as much as they're my favorite movies, no way Back to the Future 3 made more than 570 million.
I think it did that thing where everyone knew it. Some
Right.
people watched it and said it's not as
Yeah.
good as the first two. I wouldn't bother.
Well,
I'm going to say less.
May 25th, 1990, it was released. Director Robert Zemeckis. Production budget of $40 million. And I don't know how much of that budget works for number 2, because I know they filmed them both like sequentially or at the same time. Worldwide, for Back to the Future 3, $244 million. Which is lower. I mean, not very... I mean, that's a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's sad to admit that it made less than your fucking 50 fucking Shades of Grey. That's going to keep going down, though. It must. Because next, I've pulled X-Men 2. And X-Men 2 must be less. Right? Must be less than 244.
I don't know, though, because, like, Iron Man 2, Avengers, like, they all precede it. They all get bigger.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say this one did...
Better?
Wait, what was it, 240?
Yeah, 244, I think.
I'm going to say this one did more.
Pardon me. Now, May 2nd, 2003, it was released. Director Bryan Singer. $110 million budget.
Bryan Singer.
I know. $110 million budget. Worldwide gross, $407 million. So less than 50 Shades, but more than Back to the Future. X-Men 2.
I know.
You hate the X-Men movies.
Fucking hate them all. Logan is possible. Oh. Your favorite movie?
Okay.
The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Go on, Muppets.
He's a bloody Muppet. I'm going to say less than, was it 400 mil or whatever
Less
it was?
than 407.
Yeah,
Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yep.
Let's see. I think it's going to be way less. Released 1984.
Shit, 84.
Yeah, production budget not available. 25 million gross. It says domestic, so I know that doesn't necessarily mean it didn't have a fucking worldwide
foreign,
release.
yeah.
However, Muppets Take Manhattan, 25 million. I think it's cool to look at this whole list and like you wouldn't be able to work out. You wouldn't have predicted which one's made like because right now Jurassic World's the biggest, I think. But these are numbers like 25 mil. Opening weekend 4 million. I mean, even in 1984, that's still good money. But comparatively speaking, it's not, is it? It's interesting. It's a cool project to see like who made more of what. This one I think is easy now.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Oh, fucking way higher.
So
I'd
it's
put
one
that
of the
like
highest ever, isn't it?
I'd put that over $1 billion already, and it's only been out for a few
If not
months.
2 billion, wasn't it?
Was it
Huge?
2?
Let's have a look. Black Panther. Released February the 16th, 2018. It says production budget not available. Domestic worldwide, yeah, man, $1.345 billion. That's nuts. That's a lot of fucking money for fucking Ryan Coogler, the director. So Black Panther tallies at $1.345 billion. It's pretty cool. What's next?
A New Hope. Star Wars.
Ooh.
A New Hope.
Well, sadly, less, right?
Yeah.
It did make $1.3 billion, but let's take a look. Let's see. Because this was the first one, so like you even talked about, there was no fucking preemptive. You didn't know the characters, you didn't know the ideas.
You kind of had to fill in who they are, what they're doing. It's you had to set everything up. But I think it's everyone fucking latched onto this, didn't they? They were like, "Motherfucker, this is amazing."
May 25th, 1977. Production budget of $11 million. Current worldwide box office $775 million.
Shit. So not at least they beat 50 Shades.
Yeah, but even then, on its opening weekend in 1977, it made $1.5 million. That's so much money back
That's got to
then.
be out of like fucking pennies. Like 5 cents, 10 cents a ticket.
You would think, right?
I don't
You
even
would think back
it's like-
then. Pennies are like
A shilling a ticket, sir.
yeah. All right, so $775 million worldwide for Star Wars: A New Hope leads us into the next one I've drawn, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I'm going to say less. I don't even think that broke 400. I'm going to say.
I don't think so either because it was a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Limited release. Production budget not available.
Limited release.
Released February 17th, 1989. Domestic lifetime, 40 million. That's slow. You know what I mean? Like, you think of a movie that you loved your whole childhood, and then you think, oh, it actually wasn't that popular really at all.
That's fucking terrible.
Strange, isn't it? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure makes 40 million. We then lead into
Ocean's 11.
Oh, I'm going to say more.
Oh, way more. I reckon I'm going to put the budget over 100 million as well, because think of everyone they had to pay. Yeah. Like, it's, yeah, definitely fucking loads. Apostrophe, maybe?
Yeah. This website's very
touchy.
So you're saying more or less than 40 mil?
Oh, it's way more than 40 mil. I'd put it, say, 600 mil? Maybe.
Fuck's sake.
I don't know the technical difficulty song.
It doesn't find Ocean's 11 on here. Fuck it. Rather than worry about it too much, we'll just throw it away. Fuck it.
It doesn't count?
Doesn't count. Next! Back to the Future. All right, so Bill and Ted was 40.
Back to the Future smashed it.
Must have, right?
I'm going to go with like 180 mil. 200 maybe?
I mean, it went on to do theme park rides, cartoons, and it all would have been based on the first one, right? Budget of 19 million, released July the 3rd, 85. Worldwide, 381 million. That's quite a fucking go.
That's not bad.
Good old director Robert Zemeckis. Back to the Future, then, the first one, 381 million. So,
Avengers: Age of Ultron's next.
Ooh, so is Age of Ultron higher or lower than 381 million? What say you?
I'm going to say definitely higher. 380 mil? Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that one. Let's have a look.
Way higher. I'm going to put that over $1 billion.
So 250 million was the budget. They released it May 1st, 2015. Current worldwide gross, $1,405 million. God damn. Like you said, just to have 1% of that. So Age of Ultron makes $1.5 billion. We're in the wrong business, my friend.
For now.
We're in the wrong business for now.
For now.
All right. What do we say? One more each to round it up?
Yep.
I'm going with, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. At least there's a bit of a debate.
So 1.4 billion. I'm going to say less, but barely. I'm going to put this at like 1.2, 1.1 bill. Yeah, I don't think it's done. Yeah, I'm going to put it 1.1.
Ooh. A lot lower than you think. Budget of 200 million. Went on to make 863 million. I mean, again, that's a lot of money. But I would have thought that would have been fucking way more than that, wouldn't you?
Think about it. Like, all our money's literally just going back into the company.
Right? Because they... Insane. Right. To finish us off for this game, whatever the fuck we're calling it, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 released May 2017. Worldwide gross 863. What do you got there now?
I think this is a well-suited finale.
Yep.
Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh, got to be less.
Yeah, it's less. Although,
yeah, that's true. So, reiterate, 863 for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Empire Strikes Back, which, of course, May 21st, 1980. Production budget of 18 million. 538 million.
God damn.
Damn. And that's obviously, of course, directed by Irvin Kershner, who is Welsh.
No way.
Just thought we'd throw it out there, yeah. 538 million is the total for Empire Strikes Back. That was fun. Wasn't really a game, but it was more of a chat, and I enjoyed it.
Talk about films.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It's nice. I think it's fun sometimes to actually look at them and go, how much did that actually make? I also find it interesting when you look at things like stats on like YouTube, for example. You look at two of your favorite bands and you're like, well, holy shit, that band gets 4 million hits, but this band only gets like 20,000. It's interesting to see like the differences in those things. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had a fucking nice time having us back with you again.
A nice gentle one to break you in.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna do our mostest and our bestest to be back with you on the regular now. We're gonna do a couple episodes coming up. We're doing one. Check out our friends over at Dinner and a Podcast. Those are the guys where we did the forget about it, because they're from New York. Steve's the host over there. We love the show. I listen to it a lot. I interact with it a lot. I chat with Steve back and forth. Other than our recent health issues, we were going to plan to have an episode with me, you, and Steve having a little chat on the podcast. Still going to do that sometime very soon. We'll also get JJ motherfucking Hawkins from Mars Needs Podcast back on the line with us one day soon. Maybe we can get him to play this game with us. We'll find some way to compete with it or something.
Almost like a game of top trumps.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could. The only downside is you can't pick your own movies, because then you could just sit here and go, I'm going to write down all the really expensive ones.
Yeah.
But if we could find a way to list all the movies and then, like you said, split them up. Top Trumps is like a card game here, isn't it? Where you can pick, like, I have a strength of 7. Oh, I have a strength of 12. Shit.
Like, it works for football teams. You know, how many trophies have you won? How many times have you got promoted, demoted?
Right. Yeah.
You know, how much salary? Like, it's, or you could do it for, say, superheroes. You know, how much strength do they have? How much charisma? How much speed? And it's kind of like, you'll get, say, Quicksilver, and you'll be like, oh, motherfucker, I'm going to ruin you with speed. But then, like, if the other person get Hulk or something, it's...
Yeah. It sounds like fun. But so there's a few different things. If you want something to do, if you want us to do something specific, let us know, man. We are easy. We are happy to be back. But if you want to play along, tag along, and do stuff with us, then fucking please do. You're more than welcome. And we want to see you on August the 31st. Isn't that right, Just John?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Because on August 31st, Legend in My Spare Time podcast presents Matt Lees versus Cancer, live from the Pontypool Workman's Club. An evening of live music performed by moi, and Just John will be in the crowd as well. $5 for your ticket. Now, I know a lot of you listeners are not local, and you may still want to help out. You totally can. Hit the Facebook, hit the Twitter. There's a link to a website where you can donate any amount, to be honest with you. Everything helps, because every single penny we make from this night is going to the Valindra Cancer Center, which is the very hospital where I had all my treatments last year. So it's time to give back a little bit. Every penny I make, I'm not even taking expenses for strings or anything. Every single penny I make is going directly to the hospital. So if you want to help, but you're not local, absolutely fine. Head over to the website. Like I said, you can donate any amount at all. I'm not asking for any specific amount. However, if you donate a minimum of £5, for every £5 donation we get, I will donate 1 ticket to the local community, so that somebody who is maybe a little bit harder off, and maybe £5 is a lot of money for some people, which is absolutely fine, because it is, we're going to donate those tickets. So, for example, the lady from work helping me organize the event, it's her club. She's going to pass that off to some of the older people in the community, some of the older club members, so they can come out and have a nice night of music. So if you just want to help out, you just want to do your part, but you're not local, like I said, there's a Just Giving website being set up. It's on our Facebook page. I'll put it in the show notes. Jump in there, any amount. But if you donate $5, you're giving a free ticket to somebody, which I think is pretty cool. Because then at the door, we can just have free tickets that way, because it's a members-only club. Everyone's welcome on the night, but basically I've taken over a members-only club. And if any of those members can't afford
and they don't like
to pay for the club, right? If it's their club and they can't afford an extra $5, I get it. That's fine. Somebody will donate the ticket. And as I said, every penny will go to charity. And we're also going to record the event and see what we can do about maybe streaming it live and doing a couple other things. But if you are local, you have to come out. Friday, August the 31st.
Shit, yeah, don't we know a few people that apparently have GoPros that will lend it to us, like they did for our...
yeah, that's right.
Our Halloween special.
That's right. Things change. Originally, I wanted to do it as a live stream, like Facebook Live. But I'm going to be honest, I've really decided that I think we should just record it and then release the videos later. Because then I can get higher quality, make sure everything's accurate. Because if we stream it, you're going to get whatever the internet at the local place gets you. But if I use the iPads and the software to record it, then we're going to have a full high-def version, and then I can release them a couple of songs at a time and put them up and things like that. So Friday, August 31st, Matt Lees versus Cancer. Just John will be there. Everyone is welcome. Make a donation to the Just Giving page. Anything else, Just John, to finish with?
No, I got nothing.
Cool. Thanks for joining us. I'm on my way tonight to see the Blues Brothers tribute in Cardiff. He's been Just John.
And I've been Matt Lees.
We love you. Bye-bye.